Softball 360. I'm your host, Natalie Kane, your guide to all things softball. Now we're going to check in with the Softball Hall of Fame, a place where all the greats are honored.
We've got a section over here on the some of the greatest teams in history of men's major fast pitch.
Meet Bill Plummer. He's the manager of the ASA National Hall of Fame in Oklahoma City.
So we have fast pitch as well as slow pitch. You've got millions of people who play the game. There's only a handful that have actually ever been selected, less than 400 people. It's the ultimate honor in ASA softball.
And he should know, not only is Bill Plummer the manager of the Hall of Fame, he's also a member. An average player on the field, Plummer felt he was better skilled at the administrative side of softball, and he excelled during his 30-year career, a contribution that got him the ultimate nod in 1999 when he was inducted for meritorious service.
And I'm really indebted to the committee for that.
But personal accomplishments take a back seat for Plummer. Two of his favorite memories have to do with major successes for the sport of softball.
Debut in the 1996 Olympics where the USA was fortunate enough to win the gold medal. It was just a spectacular event. Probably rank as one of the biggest highlights, probably number one. Number two on the list would probably be the book that we did last year on the history of ASA. Gave everybody a look at the ASA and how the ASA has evolved to this point.
A walk through these halls with Plummer is a walk through softball history. Old jerseys, balls, even dirt help piece together the story of a game that started one Thanksgiving night in the 1800s.
It was invented by George Hancock. Of course, through the years, there's been different names for the sport of softball. The game of softball was given the name 1932 by Walter Hackinson, former ASA commissioner in Denver, and it's stuck with it ever since.
The game has changed since those days, and the exhibit tracks the progress with colorful display cases. One such case includes memorabilia from the legendary Bombers team. No, not those Bombers. The Clearwater Bombers were a men's major fast pitch team.
Of course, Bombers won 10 national championships. There's 22 former Bombers that have been elected to the National Softball Hall of Fame. That's the most by any team in ASA history.
The long haul Bombers certainly have big shoes to fill. But then again, Jeff Hall and Denny Crine certainly have big feet. Bill Plummer himself will be leaving big shoes to fill when he retires at the end of the year.
Bill truly is the UNIVAC of softball. I don't know that there's anybody that knows more about the game of softball, the Amateur Softball Association, and he has been instrumental part of ASA, has provided tremendous service to our organization, and is really looked upon as the historian of the game of softball.
But of course, someone who loves softball so much won't be going far.
Got some opportunities here locally that I'm going to pursue, and I've got some book projects, one being the first ever historical dictionary of softball, which I'm doing for a company out of Pennsylvania.
That's right, another book for a man who's still adding chapters to his softball legacy. For more information on the Softball Hall of Fame, go to asasoftball.com. When Softball 360 returns, the Bombers are getting their long ball on, prepping for a show that has the Braves stopping and saying, wow.
And you see how much Chipper and Wesley from the other team they love it.
But first, the latest news on health and fitness from Softball RX.
Hello softballers, this is Nastasia from Lifetime Fitness. One of the major muscle groups we utilize when you run into first place is that hip flexor. We need to make sure that hip flexor is being stretched before your game and after your game. Let me show you a quick stretch to stretch that hip flexor out. You're going to go ahead and kneel on the floor, bring that arm up, tilt that pelvis forward, feel that stretch through that hip flexor muscle, and then hold for 20 to 30 seconds, and then you're going to go ahead and switch, bring that arm up, tilt that pelvis forward, hold for 20 to 30 seconds. This will help you to run faster, jump higher, prevent injury, and have more fun.
Softball360.com is the place for softball gear. Log on to order the best in bats, gloves, shoes, balls, and more. Softball360.com stocks all types of gear from slow pitch to fast with all the best brands. Hey, if you want it, we'll get it to you with same-day shipping. Softball360.com, staffed by folks who know, love, and live softball. Check out our website for gear, features, and news from the world of softball. Support the store that supports your sport. Shop at softball360.com.